With players of Magic the Gathering, your local LGS, as well as distributors not taking restocks from Wizards of the Coast on sealed product, and Wizards of the Coast still needing money, has decided to dump it on Amazon. Do you all remember fidget spinners? So popular, super exciting. Used to be one for like $20 a pop. And now they're at a dollar store for $1 because nobody cared about them anymore. And the makers who made so many couldn't sell them. Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here, and thanks again for hanging out with me on the channel today. It must be difficult for Wizards of the Coast to understand the player position because they've never had to deal with the players the way they are now, acting as a true community of price-sensitive players who don't want to go to the cocktail party to learn about Magic. It's like they're trapped in their own warehouse as rats. And they're looking over their shoulder and saying, we have so much stuff. We have so much stuff. And they have nobody to sell it to. And if your distributors aren't taking or receiving new products, because they have lots already in stock. And the stores aren't asking for restocks on things because they're still full and they don't get a discount on the prices. And then you go ahead, because you still have to generate revenue. You have to dump it. Just like fidget spinners or any other thing that goes out of style, you had to dump your product on Amazon again, Wizards of the Coast. And is that normal? Is that business as normal for you guys, Cynthia? Because I remember you saying it's business as normal. There's no aggregate to say that anything's changed. But it's interesting because, let me just show you guys something. I don't remember, since Dominaria United is a very recent product, only a couple of months old, I don't remember it being this cheap ever. And I don't remember Throne of Eldraine or any of the other products up to that point really going on that kind of discount. Right until around Midnight Hunt and Crimson Vow, I'd never seen product dumps like this before on Amazon. And by the way, Cynthia Williams did work for Amazon. You guys remember that, right? So here you have a company that is failing to generate the revenue it needs to please the shareholders and investors of their company, Hasbro Wizards of the Coast. And it must be hard for Hasbro because they're leaning on Wizards of the Coast for their earnings. 35% of their gross domestic earnings come from Magic the Gathering. And what I have on track right now is quite interesting because the losses look to be a lot worse than I originally thought. And we're going to end up with a worse number come Q4. I'd say their overall profits are down 17%. 17% lower. And when you look back on why this has happened, you have to take the decisions they made. And in retrospect, hindsight, 2020 and all that, realize how poorly they planned the 30th anniversary of Magic. What should have been a celebration, we all know, became a travesty, a destructor. Almost like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man coming out to get you. But the players said, nobody steps on a church in my town. We fought back, and now they're stuck with a lot of burning marshmallow on the ground, and they don't know what to do with it. So they've dumped it on Amazon. And the funny thing is, they knew how high the ceiling was because we rejected the M30 box, right? We said, nope, we're not paying $1,000 for 4 randomized pack. They found the ceiling now. The ceiling's way up here. They know the ceiling is there and somewhere between this and there. And that's before they upset the players. But now on these dumps, they don't know how low they need to go. They don't know. And what's worse is these LGSs that are supposed to be supported by Wizards of the Coast, I wonder if they were offered anything from these dumps or offered rebates through the distributor for the price difference of the product dump to help those LGSs out, to spread some good cheer. I doubt they did that. And I doubt they got a call from the distributor saying they could buy directly through the distributor at the prices being offered on Amazon. Because if you did that, you might have built up just a smidgen of goodwill. Maybe. Depending on who you are and who you're dealing with, that's for every person to decide for themselves. But either way, they're going to fall short on Q4 because they have a base price for these products, and these Amazon dumps will have sales. People will buy them, but it is not the price they were hoping to generate. So they're going to fall short. And when they fall short and you don't meet your investor expectations, then shakeups happen. Things go down at companies like this where just like if you lose the big game, you have somebody to answer to at the end. You don't blame all the players who didn't play well. You don't blame the ball club. You say, oh, the coach didn't do his job. We got to get rid of the coach, because that's the easiest solution, right? Is get rid of the coach and bring a new coach in who's got fresh ideas, a new direction for the team. I wonder how well it's going to go in the new year. I wonder where the shakeup will happen. I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. In my opinion, I think we're headed in for some very interesting times. The situation is very movable and changing it all the time. I'm loving it. But where it goes is the question. And what they do when they find the new floor. When they find that new floor, the bottom of where they have to be to dump these products and actually get sales generated, it makes me wonder where they're going to go for secret layers, for other products. How will they adjust production numbers going forward? How lean of a time are they expecting? What are they actually predicting? We won't get to know these things. They're all behind closed doors. They're eating my nachos and cheese going, what are we going to do? And to me, I laugh a little bit. I'm enjoying a little bit in the agony they're going through right now, because this is something they've done to us for a number of years. And now that the roles are reversed and we've trapped them in their own ship and they're growing desperate and desperate and more desperate, we decide when we let them in. The players decide when to change the channel and maybe start buying some products, if ever. Because without some kind of PR campaign, public apology, I've done the polls. We've talked to guys. I've gone through emails. You guys are still emailing me all the time about this. And yeah, it's not going to be an easy road back for them. I guarantee it. Some players who've left are never coming back. Some of the things we've gone through to them are just, they're unforgivable. They've had their chance and they've missed it. So this will be, well, we'll see how many they sell. Let's see how many of the product they actually sell out and what moves the bar, and see if they actually sell out of these dumps on Amazon to move the product, and which players have an appetite at these price points here at the end of the year when it's, you know, cash crunch time, Christmas gifts to buy, holiday stuff going on, people to feed, bills to pay, cars to repair. We'll see where the appetite of players is. So guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being with me on the channel. And I look forward to seeing your comments in the comment section, because this is just another day in the new world of magic. Big shout out and thank you to all the fantastic patrons on my channel. Without this continued support, this content would not be possible. Thanks again, guys, for being there. You guys are awesome. You know it's true. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks again. Are you tempted? When you saw the prices, you probably saw this video or saw another one out there on YouTube already, and you went and looked at that Amazon dump. Are you tempted? Because guess what? I wasn't at all. I didn't even really flinch looking at it. That's how indifferent I am now until I see improvement on them. I'm sure a lot of you guys feel the same way. I'll be curious to see how this plays out. Thanks a lot for hanging out. You're the people who make it to the end. You know it's true. And you know what? We'll carry this conversation on this weekend at the live stream. I look forward to seeing you guys there. Have an awesome one.